Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo
But I got
Bills.
player on the block. Safety. Strong safety.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
I want to get rid of him for like a fourth, a third.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bills take over first down 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Anybody want to make a Super Bowl run, they can take him, you know what I'm saying?
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sherfield. It got his man complete.
Look.
A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Yeah, man.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Where's this shit at? Where's this shit
at? And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Running for it, here's Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 29 yards. is. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Broncos 9.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Random, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Yeah, there's a wide receiver that's A everything, but he's not top 5. It's weird.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Oh, twisting away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Yeah, right on the
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Now Williams running left. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Davis. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
I saw where I wanted to go, but it was like I ain't had no time.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. Caught left side, Williams. No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
No, I'm just broadcasting. I'm playing against solid scrimmage. It's not no
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum in moving the football. But something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first down, really making a push for the end zone. It looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Allen off the play fake. Swinging this out right here for Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield.
Gotta stop that real fast.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage. So you have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. To not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Oh! Bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Good shit.
And the Broncos are going to have it as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Get that right,
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like
deep, but I think with this game,
but sometimes the pressure's a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Sometimes it happens, your eyes not on it, so it's like you get there late.
And Sutton hauls it in over the middle.
No Sunday even, like, it's not eyeing that to the time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Oh, my.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
Come on, Bernard. Come on, Bernard. Make it. Make it, Bernard.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. An excellent play there, on the pick 6, and I think they have an extra DB out there.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Bass, up and good, and that'll make the score.
Yeah, that in this game, not on time. Once it's not on time,
so they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nope.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Again, Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
I saw YouTube to get the glasses. That you adjust the lenses and your eyesight gets worse.
Now here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
That guy took that off the
These guys, and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs.
Because
it's 1st and 10.
People, you know, like these are Facebook guys. You know. Well, I'm not going to say that because the Browns
knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
But the rest of these guys, you know how it is, B. They be in there talking about
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go.
They get in there, they see how active the shit is, and they just ghost the shit, or they don't want to be involved in the shit. Look, man, that Steelers dude, 2 days. I was with him trying to get
Charles
him in here.
Settled into the booth.
Ain't son, what's his goddamn ass? That dude said, I'm out. Not even a half. I'm out. Plug everything. Now he's wasting my time trying to get him in there.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
Look, people are flaky, man.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
This much shit just made
and they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
That's what they want to do.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's going to be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here.
I don't want to have trip hands.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys,
that's
the
how you target to,
they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game.
Drake looking
now,
like
you got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now we give up the middle to Williams.
Now that nigga dressed up like Michael Jackson, nigga.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Drake Mike out 6 minutes. Another compliment.
An invitation for the offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down.
That's a compliment,
But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try to get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson.
No, that's a track.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
That Bernard, that's the second time, though.
Happened here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now
remember that Red Man skid off his album when he wanted a Chicken Head Coalition? like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6.
That's what it is,
the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half turn.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Allen. He'll let this go deep for Sherfield. Touchdown! Trent Sherfield.
Yes, he was wide
39 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that.
Where did the safety go?
Reference there, folks. But yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Oh, so you can cover that too. Oh.
Bass on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Next to the score, Bills 28, Broncos nothing.
I'm gonna start running that.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchdown.
I was listening to the game versus, and why does every verse the game talk about Aftermath and Dr. Dre and Death Row in every single verse? Oh, I was listening to a track produced by Lord Sear. I was laughing to
Denver
myself.
offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
It's a good
Are you
track.
saying that you feel like people are
I
starting
just
to think
thought about the
getting
whole
out of
Lord
here,
said
maybe
no
beating the
next
traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind
that
up
time you got it
incomplete.
where you wanted to
Well,
go.
when the running game's not working sometimes, you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw.
Shady Aftermath, that's wrong.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
Every single
Sometimes you just have
verse,
to give
bro.
credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won
It's
their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run.
He's still
Really nice
spitting
job
that
swarming
joint.
to the ball carrier.
I guess he's mad about Super Bowl halftime. I don't know.
Now it's Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That time to really get him there.
It started out with that, but then he said some other crap. But I just think he's not meant for an album. He's meant for like a feature verse.
Looking to throw. Wilson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
Oh, yo,
I think
they
the
got the
receivers now
inside
when they're running their
going.
routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. From midfield, here's Allen. Open man downfield is Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I think it was.
Gabriel Davis.
That's what they keep
50 yards. And the Bills start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen gonna go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
That situation.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 1.
At their 49-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he's got it inside the 10.
That was a good pass.
Huge play there for Denver. 46 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Second down and goal.
On second down, Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Man, that was quick,
Painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Hey,
He's
man,
probably
this
realizing he
is a
should have
bad
stayed in
game.
the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business.
Damn,
Let's
this
close
is
it
got
out.
flights
You
to
and I,
catch.
let's get to the
That's
airport.
messed up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Allen throwing on second down. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
I think it's making you run commit. All you do is run
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Yeah, that thing is wide open.
Second down and 6 now. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Oh, he fakes a spike. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
James Harden got sent back home. They sent him home. They're like, you ain't coming on this plane.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Harden
Where we
out.
stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation.
Lining up,
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Fat suit Harden, boy.
Now Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and in.
Damn, I mistimed that.
These guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000s. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Hey, zero.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So Allen's going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football.
Yeah.
Especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just say,
I'll be back on in a half hour. Alright, bro. Alright.